Alright, welcome back gamers to chapter 6 of the playthrough. We are still navigating Venigni Works. I ended the last chapter at a different Stargazer, but I just traveled to this one at the start of this one. So we're here, and I've got a pretty decent idea as to where we're gonna be going. So I'm gonna run over there. There was basically two different directions that we could go check out. The first one is right through here, I believe, and this kind of green area.
Just left me. That's rather disloyal. Quite insulting.
I don't know if that's Venigni up there, or who that is. If that's Venigni, then like why can't we just shout up to him and say, "Hey Venigni, we're here to help you." But either way, and so then over this way, where we met these two stalkers, Red Fox and Black Cat, who right now we're on decent terms with. We'll see if that changes as time goes on. Sorry, I needed to take a sip of water there. My throat was a little dry. So we have been through this way a little bit. This is where we just got the jacket. Nice. Nice. Okay. We used the Trinity key in order to open the door right around this corner here. Right here. And found this little ominous room. I'm not sure what's going on there, what to think of it. And then we opened up this little quick shortcut. But we didn't go this way through these red tunnels. Oh, hey! Sorry. The camera got a little bit weird up in the pipes there. Yeah, so we're gonna head this direction and see what's over here. Part of me is wondering if this plank can be trusted. Oh, jeez. Nope. That's nice. We got a hidden moonstone to drop just then. Excuse me. I'm gonna check something really quickly. Yeah, here's where I want to be. The gestures. So we got this new gesture. It says Stalker's Promise. Salute used by both bastards and sweepers. So I'm not sure if that's going to be relevant or not. But check ground. I'm not sure what to think of this. It's like, can I tell if something's going to be a trap or not? I think I'm just going to try to jump across it. Just in case. Does look like there's something down there. I'm not sure if we want to go down there right now. Let's go this way first. And we'll kind of navigate our way through. Maybe we'll end up down there anyways. Yeah, see, it looks like there's a little path here. Yikes. That guy hits hard. Alright. We got a saw blade. Not entirely sure what that is. Oh, it looks like it's a throwable. Saw blade that can be thrown. An enemy who is hit by it will receive continuous slash damage. So again, like some of these, like I've only got one of these, each of these items, but they're throwables, so it's like, when do I use that, you know? Part of me is like, I'm just gonna hold on to that until later. That doesn't seem good. Seems like that guy's gonna bust right through that wall. There we go. Okay. Pull the lever. I had iframes during that. That's great. What did I do? Press the button. I had iframes through that too. Let's go. Don't get hit. Oops, okay, don't want to be behind him when he does that. Yikes. Okay. Nice. We finish him? Not quite. There we go. Whew. Claustrophobia for sure. Okay, so we got a new amulet. Let's see what that's about. Reduces weapon durability consumption. Okay, so not bad. Again, I don't feel like we've had to... Oops, didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. That's okay. I don't think that we've had to worry too much about our weapon durability. Like, just when we're out of fights, usually. So, but we'll see. That might change. Okay, and so now we're back here where we started, it seems. So that's cool. We did a little loop there. So we're going to go back to the Stargazer. And, actually, I guess we could probably just go back to the hotel. Yeah, we'll go to the hotel. And we'll do a level up. And then we know exactly where we're going now. I haven't explored the two areas where there was, like, the corruption on the ground. Like, corrosive liquid. And maybe I'm gonna go check those out at some point, but we'll see. We're gonna start with the main, what seems like the main area, which is that green zone. Alright, leveling up. I think we're gonna go with technique here. Cool. And how are we looking on resources? We got one of those. Oh, we've got quartz. So let's go up and do that. We can upgrade our P organ. And I think I'm going to do the one that's going to give us a another healing item. I think I needed one more. Activate. Wait. Change shape? What is that? No saved shape memories on the device. What the heck does that mean? That's interesting. I don't have any clue what that means. So we'll see. We can change our shape later. Okay, so between the two of these, I think I'm going to go with this one first and get another pulse cell. So we want to choose this here. And then we're going to do one of these. So let's see. Enhance the stagger attack of charge attacks. That could be useful. I don't think I'm going to do either of these two. Increased stagger duration could also be useful. Charge Legion when eliminating an enemy. Lowers charge attack stamina consumption. That could be decent. And I don't think I'm going to do any of these. So either lower charge attack stamina consumption or enhanced charge attack stagger. Or we increase the stagger duration, which is going to allow us to have a larger window before they're no longer staggered. That could actually be helpful. Let's go with that one. So we have a bigger window for when they're staggered to put them in the groggy state and get our fatal attack. And then we also got a pulse cell for that, I believe. Yep, so we're up to 5 now. Super cool. And I think that should do it. I can probably just hop down here. Very nice. So here we go. We're gonna get through this Venigni Works. I like that this area is kind of bigger than some of the other areas have been, and there's more different directions and things like that for us to explore. All right. So jog past these fellas, cross over the pipe, get to where we're going. Again, I do at some point, I think I'll go down there and check that out, but just not at this moment. Wait a second. Maybe it's just because we're up here. It doesn't really look like the corruption's on the ground. It's not. Something that we did got rid of the corruption down here. I wonder if it was pulling that switch. So that's interesting. Let's grab these. I don't necessarily want to engage with this guy at the moment, but might not have a choice. Booster glaive. Okay, that sounds awesome. He does seem kind of... Oops! I was just gonna say he seems kind of slow. And there he goes, lifting himself up and hitting the crap out of us. He's got a lot of health, but he doesn't seem like he's that difficult. He hits hard, that's for sure. Nice. Nice. Not nice. Okay, so there's kind of an indicator on the ground there. And I was wondering in our boss fight against the watchdog guy. Very cool. Awesome. That was awesome. I didn't expect any of that. But yeah, the fight against the guard, the watchdog guard, there was a moment when I staggered him, but I wasn't able to get the fatal attack. And I think I just wasn't in the right spot, so it kind of indicates where you need to stand in order to get that attack. Oops. Yeah, let's just juke past these guys. We're gonna go back to the hotel real quick because we've now got 5,000 ergo to spend. That'll give us a couple of levels up, and then we can also check out because we just got another quartz from taking on that boss. So we'll get another upgrade to our P organ. just good stuff. And then I got some kind of a booster glaive, did it say? Booster glaive. I don't know what the heck that's gonna be, so that's cool.
I'll use my power.
Okay, so let's go with one there and one there. Just distribute it evenly. Call that a day. Easy enough. Let's head out here to take a look at this new weapon that we got. Loving that there's a bunch of variety in these weapons. This is one of the... Oh, look at that. Oh boy, look at that. It's got a super long handle too. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Whoa. Whoa. It's considered a greatsword. Storm slash, rush forward quickly to slash multiple times. And then patient slash, gather your strength for a powerful slash attack. Okay. Glaive blade assembled by a stalker by attaching booster equipment together. Heavy but forceful. Amazing. This seems so cool. So that's going to be unique to the handle. So I can put any blade on it and it would have this cool attack when I charge it up. And that's even just if I do a regular heavy attack. And then sweeping attacks with the light attack. Wow. That one's super cool. I'm definitely a fan of that weapon. Now how do I incorporate it into what I've been utilizing, you know? I like the blade too. Let's see if I can upgrade that blade. I think I've got a little bit. I do have a hidden moonstone. So let's go to +1 with it. Maybe it's too soon. Maybe I should wait a minute before spending all of these resources. But I think that I'm gonna like this weapon. And I think what I'm gonna do is try this with this. Like that. And then we're gonna put this with this. Let's see. Okay, so I know what I'm getting when it comes to the Wintry Rapier's handle. Cool blade. Is it better than the Greatsword of Fate blade? I don't necessarily know. It might be though. But this, let's see. Oh, that could be cool. And then sweeping attacks with that. I kind of like that combination right there. Man, I think that that's such a great addition to this whole game, is just being able to mix and match these weapons like that. Let's do that. Let's do this paired with this. And then just for the heck of it, we're going to throw these two together. But actually, no, we're not. What we're going to do is we're going to disassemble that. We're going to disassemble that. And maybe even disassemble this. We're just going to focus on the weapons that we have that we like. This one I think I'm going to switch over to this. And we'll see how that works. So that's going to be a whole component to the replay value of this game. Is like, yeah, look at that. That's super cool. Long blade. Oof. I like that. I like that for sure. Maybe I'll switch that over for this though. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry if this isn't the most interesting part of this sort of playthrough, but this is definitely awesome to play around with these different parts and pieces and figure out what's gonna be cool. So now we've got like a baton. I kind of like that. I like that. And then it's got an endurability. So that's going to be good for taking out puppets. This may be useful for taking out human enemies, setting them on fire. I like that too. Man, we are cooking. This is so far still probably my favorite right now. But let's see. So the weight goes up, but the attack is higher. Even though this is only +1, it does have higher attack. So that's interesting too. Maybe that's the way to go. But we'll stick with it for now. Just to kind of keep things moving. We know where we're going. We have our direction. We're going to go get our P organ upgrade. And then we're going to get back out to Venigni Works. And keep this train moving. Alright, so... could lower the charge attack stamina consumption. I do a lot of charge attacks. Or I could just enhance the charge attacks. Which I think that's the way I'm going to go. Is enhance the charge attacks. The stagger of the charge attacks. Cool. So we've opened up phase 2. So we have rising dodge. Enables dodging when on the ground. That's going to be great. Retain guard regain 1. Retains a certain amount of guard regain when receiving damage. Okay. That's nice. Oh, another amulet slot. That'll be useful. And then pulse cells +1. Dang. So I definitely I'm going to want this amulet slot for sure. I probably want this rising dodge as well. And I mean, getting pulse cells is never a bad thing. So that'll be interesting. 5 phases. So we'll see. We're gonna keep moving along. Yeah, let's get back to the works. Union entrance, yep. That's where we going. Sorry if you could hear my water bottle there. Stay hydrated, gamers. And hopefully the sound of things in the background, like people moving around in my house or dogs barking and things like that, has been really minimal throughout this whole playthrough. I have my mic set up so that it's supposed to only pick up things that are close to it, but you know, sometimes loud noises might get picked up in the background, so apologize for any of that. Hopefully throughout it's been pretty solid though. Hoping, fingers crossed for sure. First time doing something like this, so. Alright. This is the way. This dude up there. Pulcinella. I hope he's alright. Whoever he is. Got this dude chilling over here. Hidden Moonstone. Gosh, man, sometimes I'm like such a fool about things. I literally just needed one Hidden Moonstone to level up my other weapon to +2. The one that I just got. And there it was. If I had just walked in here and picked that up. too late now. We're not going to go back to base just yet. Let's check out this way first, because this is probably where that dude was just standing.
A little help? Anyone?
Yeah.
Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance.
Yeah, so this is you? Is this Venini?
Oh, easy now. No need to kill me.
I wasn't gonna, man.
Surely we can discuss this like reasonable people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you?
Sure did.
I'm fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend.
Okay.
Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but... well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful. My butler went to barricade the back door, and I haven't seen him since. Pulcinella has been a loyal companion. I'd hate to lose him.
Okay.
The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
All right, we'll find him. Fear. We got the fear gesture. Awesome. So again, it's like when I go... oops, yeah, that was the right area. When I go here, it's like I got 5 gestures already. Are these the 5 gestures of the game, or are there going to be more? Because that would be interesting if I've got them all already, you know? So we'll see. It might be more like this, like you see how there's these empty spaces? It might be more like that. So like here, since I have 5, it's just 5. But if I had a 6th, then there would probably be a bunch of empty boxes. That's probably more likely. Alright, so we've got a new Stargazer here. That's great. Good news there. And so now we can just kind of focus on this area. I'm going to head over this way. Nice. That worked well. Okay. Looks like that's what's up here. Careful. Oh, dude down there is trying to get cheeky with it. Descartes' note. So we'll go ahead and read that real quick. That seems useful. The puppet cannot refuse the Grand Covenant imprinted upon manufacture. It must obey the Creator's orders and cannot harm humans. But look at that puppet that was once called Fuoco. Is the Grand Covenant flawed? The once faithful puppet now kills humans. It creates puppets instead of fire. It obeys something else other than humans. It's as if someone is controlling it, or it has a mind of its own. As if there's a king of puppets somewhere. Is it pretending to be human? Is it a simple defect? This requires further investigation. It's surprising. Fuoco's actions were not simple obedience, but faith. Fuoco worships something as God. I heard there's the king of puppets on Rosa Isabel Street. That must be what is controlling the puppets of Krat. But a puppet having a human ego is a problem from another dimension. What? There is still a puppet secret that I don't know about. Ergo is probably the key. But those guys are awakening like puppets, like humans more quickly as days go by. Someone has to stop them before it's too late, for the sake of all humans. Interesting. So this puppet Fuoco, which we might see along our journey, maybe it's a boss or something that we're gonna come up against. That shouldn't have hit me. I mean, maybe it should have. It threw it at the ground below my feet, I guess. But, so there's a puppet king, maybe, as well as a god that they're worshipping. So we got a technique crank there. So that's going to be to change one of our handles to having dexterity scaling, which I don't think we're going to necessarily use, but if we wanted to, we could. Like, we could lean one stat over the other. It's just that so far we've been kind of going right down the middle with it. I'm going to avoid this big guy circling the room and take out these little dudes throwing stuff first. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, I probably should use one of these. Okay. So those guys are done. I think I'm going to try to take on this big guy here. Yep. Nice. Sorry, I kind of went off audio there for a second. I had somebody in my family was talking to me, figuring out what we want to do for dinner this evening. No, don't get hit by that. Boost. Got him. Hey, and we got a converter. Very nice. So it seems like taking on these enemies is going to be well worth it for us. Hey, and we've actually got some decisions to make here. So our electric blitz damage goes down. Our fire damage reduction goes up. Our fire resistance goes up. But our electric blitz goes down. Acid is kind of a wash. The weight isn't too bad. Comparison to that. I think we're going to stick with this one. But it's good to know that I have this for if there's going to be a fight and I'm going to be taking on somebody and I need fire resistance. That'll be important. So that's good. Gosh, part of me is thinking I should go back to the Stargazer real quick and get my supplies before heading down there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm pretty sure that big guy that we just took out in the middle of the room is going to be... will be gone. No, we want to go this way. Yeah, so... loving the game so far. If you're curious, like, how has everything been going? Absolutely loving it. Super cool design. Loving the characters so far. Like, each one of the characters that we've come across has been interesting, to say the least, and their character designs are pretty great. Combat, I knew I was going to enjoy the combat just from the bit that we got from playing the demo, and I'm pretty sure the demo is still out there. So if you're like, man, I don't know, maybe you want to play the demo before going out and picking up your own copy of the game, because that'll kind of help you get an idea for the flow of combat as well as like the level of difficulty of the game, things like that. But man, and I know I just said it like 20 minutes ago probably, but I love the weapon customization. Even though it's just two pieces, it's a blade and a handle that you're customizing. It adds such depth to the game. You can totally customize your like your attacks, your moves that you're doing with your weapons, and I think that that's great. Oh, hey. So it looks like this is going to be a boss room. Nothing here. We've got a summon specter thing. So, you know what? I'm gonna go to the hotel first. I'm gonna spend my ergo and get a level up so that we don't have to worry about dying to the boss. And it also looks like that converter that we just unlocked is gonna be useful. Now there's also part of the Venigni Works where there was more corruption on the ground, like a pool of corruption, and I'm curious if that's still there, because the one that we just went across when we fought that Puppet of the Future, it had cleared up. So I'm curious if that would be the same for the other area. I think I'm going to go with Vitality here. I think we're going to get our Vitality to 50. I mean, not 50, to 20. I don't know why I said 50. We're going to get our Vitality to 20. And I'm going to go ahead and use... I think I'm going to use these two. So that way I can come over here and I can upgrade the one weapon that I've got. This one here. The Booster Glaive Blade. We'll level that up. So now I need 4 Hidden Moonstone in order to level up any of these, which is fine. Assemble weapons, though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. And then we're going to put the Great Sword of Fate. I think I want to do this dagger handle with it. Yeah, we're going to do the Salamander dagger handle. So that's going to be that. Double check I don't have anything else I need to use. We're going to go take on this boss. Oh, I want to make sure that I don't forget to put on that converter, because it seems like they're going to deal fire damage. Just an educated guess. Alright. Excited to see what this boss is going to be like. And, you know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and summon the Spectre. I'm not, you know, I think for the most part, I want this playthrough to be entertaining to watch for sure, but also like I don't want it to be that I'm banging my head against the wall in order to take on a boss. And because I can challenge myself later when I'm not trying to put together a playthrough. And so with that in mind, it's like, and also who cares what people think? If you want to summon a Spectre to help you on your fights against the bosses, like, they clearly added that mechanic for a reason. So don't feel bad about using it or interacting with the game just in general. You saw with the, if you watched us take on the other boss, it's not like it trivializes the boss fight at all. It just kind of helps out when it comes to like pulling some of the aggro and helping you kind of create some openings. So if you're a gamer out there and you're worried that using a Spectre, summoning a Spectre means that you didn't beat the game, it's like, that's nonsense. Play the game how you want to play the game, gamers. So we're going to summon a Spectre. We're also going to see if it's the same Spectre as before, or maybe we get a different one. We saw the one before had long white hair and was using the wintry rapier, it seemed like. So we'll see what we got here. Alright, let's see what's behind the door. Oh, nice. Nice. Just a metal amalgamation. Gonna watch out for that big fist. King's Flame Fuoko. This is Fuoko? Oh, goodness. Oh, look, he does have a different weapon. They've got like a giant greatsword. That looks awesome. Yikes. Let's try to get Fulminous attack on it. There we go. There we go. Our Spectre's almost dead. That almost killed us. Way to get out of the way. Oops, back up, back up. I think we're overheating, so... Oops! Totally got us there. Okay, gotta watch out for that. Yikes. 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 What's he doing? Okay. Nice. Ouch. Ouch, dude. Definitely need that. Oof. Definitely need that. Oof. Oof. Jeez, man. All right, looking real bad for us. Yeah. Saw that one coming. Holy cow. Those fireballs he was throwing at us, that was nuts. And the Spectre that we summoned, I mean, you see how quickly he got taken out? It's like he probably helped a bit, but not to the extent that we maybe had hoped for. Boy. So now I'm wondering what the play is. I'm thinking that maybe we want to use the electric coil. So I think that that might be the way to go. But I also think that maybe we want to put it on this thing. Do it like that. So we've got this sort of attack here, which is pretty straightforward. But then we've also got this that we can try to work with. And then we've got our Fulminous and our weapon that are both doing the electric shock damage to try to get him weakened so that we can try to create some opportunities to open him up for a lethal attack. I think that might be a decent play here. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm just gonna jog past these fellas. Yeah, and again, I really appreciate that they put your death ergo outside of the room so that way it's like you can go back and spend it if you need to. Really appreciate that mechanic. All right. Oh, I want to take a moment just to update the death counter. We are at 11 deaths on the playthrough now. I'm really curious to see how high our death counter gets by the end of this. So let's go round 2 with Fuoko. Cool that we got that little bit of lore that we got to read earlier, kind of talking about Fuoko, and now we get to see him. Like, what was that? Was this how? Jeez. is this how they created this puppet? Like, why would you create a puppet like this and you expect them not to become a menace? I said a nemesis. A menace to society? Like, give me a break. Need to get back and heal. Yeah, see, our Spectre just gets roasted. I'm wondering if that's even worth it. Yikes. Okay. Stay calm, Coops. Stay calm. That's not good. Okay. Not good at all. Not good at all. Roasted, gamers. We got roasted. Oh, goodness. That was GG's, you know? What can we say about it? He roasted us. Yeah, now you're going to tell us about overheat. I know, we're getting set on fire. We'll experience slower natural HP recovery. Yeah, so you definitely don't want to get set on fire. Thanks for the tip. Just thinking, pondering. Did we like the damage output we were getting from this weapon? Do we maybe want to go with something else and go with like an electric blitz abrasive with a different combination of things? Let's think about this. What if we put these two together? So I'm thinking we use something like this. We got some kind of wide sweeping arcs, kind of strong. We got that attack. I'm not sure how often we're going to use it, but that might be useful. And then L1 in triangle is going to be endure, I believe. Yeah, endure. So that's going to let us withstand an enemy's attack. That could be useful. And then Storm Slash, it says rush forward quickly to slash multiple times. Again, that could be useful too. And then we have our Fulminous to proc the electric damage on him. And we've got the Electric Blitz in case we want to go that direction. Now, I probably won't use that unless he gets down to like half health. But if we can get in, I think I'm going to summon the Spectre one more time. And we'll see if that can help us open up an opportunity to use our Fulminous to proc the Electric Blitz on him. And then we'll go from there. Got 13 of those, so I'm not too worried about that. It seems like they're tossing a decent amount of those at us, which is nice. Fuoco, King of Flames, round 3. Let's get it. Nice. Not nice, but nice. That was nice from the Phantom. Yikes. So this dude's just got some big attacks. There we go, we got the Electric Blitz procced. That's good. Get out of the way, Spectre. That was good. That was good. Get our stamina back. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're done. Oh, we're done. Oh, no. Oh, goodness me. That was not good at all. So, patience is like I want to go in there and blitz this guy down, and that's definitely not the answer, right? We've got to be smarter about this, and we got to definitely take our time a little bit chipping away at him, because he can absolutely destroy us if he causes us to overheat like that, because we need to both heal and use the item at the same time. I wonder if maybe I should try throwing out remove special status ailments, remove shock, break, and disruption. So that's not it. But this one here enhances resistance to overheat. That might be useful. That might be useful. I don't want to get like too... Part of me doesn't want to have too many items here, because then I've got to kind of fumble through things, you know? And I can't just hold up on the D-pad in order to get back to my pulse cells. But this might be useful in this sort of a fight, because we know that he's trying to inflict that status ailment on us. So let's go with that. Let's see how this goes. And it might be that we have to end this chapter on a bit of a cliffhanger, and we'll come back to when we take on Fuoko and finish him. I was hoping that we could get him in this go. So let's see how this goes. I don't know how long these sort of things last, so I don't want to use one and then waste it, but I think I'm going to pop one of these at the start here. Yikes. 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 Big yikes. Yeah, he hits so hard that you really need to be mindful. Don't get hit by his attacks. Damn. Oof, he knocked me right out of my Fable art. That's a bummer. That's a bummer for sure. Yeah, I'm truly curious if they built this guy this way, or if he just kind of like added these sort of things on to his own initial puppet body, his traditional form. Gosh. Because I can't imagine that somebody thought that this was a good idea. Okay, back up when he does that. Okay, that's not good at all. The range on that was absolutely crazy. And when you're far enough away, he's going to start shooting those at you, which is not good either. And I can't quite tell if on the ground, if that's like just oil that's going to make us overheat sooner, or if that's something that we're going to get damaged with. Like, clearly we need to close the distance there. Oof. And we need to manage our stamina. Let's pop one of these. Yikes. I haven't used the Fulminous yet. Maybe that's going to be important for us. Yikes. Okay. Oh no, we not... Aw, man. Aw, man. Aw, man. No. I just needed to dodge. I just needed to dodge there. Alright, gamers, I think that we're going to call that the end of this chapter, and we'll come back with the Fuoco fight to start us off for next chapter. I don't want to die too many times here and just keep dying and trying to prolong the chapter. I think it's going to make more sense to just come back to this. So this is going to be the outro, end of the video. We'll catch you in next episode. Thanks for being here. I have been and always will be Koobs. Peace and love, gamers.